concerned, which this government and the trust is actually taking on. I can say that although we've got people from outside these areas, we haven't been able to do enough work in those areas. We want to do more. Okay? Now, I may say something you perhaps know, although other people haven't actually, I'll give you one example. Speaking to the Horsham paramedics, they say that they already take heart attack cases to Crawley now, and some die on the route to Crawley. So there is no way they will get to Red Hill. How long will it take? Well, I know people who have to make that journey early in the morning, and it's a complete roadblock, and it takes someone at least an hour to get there. So you can clearly see that it is absolutely impossible, it will kill people, and it will be an enormous inconvenience for anyone who has to go and visit these people. But what's the trust saying? Really? If you read their documents, and you probably haven't had it through your door, why not? That's the reason why we're calling for an extension of the consultation period, because they haven't consulted with us, and we hope the Community Health Council hear that and do give us this extension. Accessible to people. Rubbish! So it is rubbish. And as I said, the Trust hasn't consulted in these people. Now, their main argument is on, you might not have heard it or you might think it's complicated, but in a nutshell it says, I think it's been referred to, it said that the Royal College of Surgeons and Physicians who give approval to doctor training, and they do it under certain conditions. We've heard the figure of you would need a population of 500,000, that's what the Trust say. What the actual surgeons say is ideally that's the figure, but you can make do with 200 to 300,000. That already is our cash. But this population which they say is needed to perform a certain number of operations to cases, you can't. So you don't know how many cases are going to come about, and we've made do, and I don't think it's unsafe, throughout decades. So I'm a bit puzzled with this suggestion by the surgeons, I'll say. It's going to be taken away. If you read the County Times this week, the Royal Colleges have said at no time have they threatened to withdraw approval. Which is possibly, may not be the only reason, but it might be one of the reasons why they're doing it. On the Community Health Council forms you have filled in, at the bottom, you're asked to say what you think. Most people have put cost cutting. I will explain why I think you're right. The Royal Colleges have said to us, hopefully the press will publish this soon, that approval for teaching posts might be withdrawn by them, but non-teaching posts can continue to maintain and save money by doing this. And it's not a coincidence, surely, that they're $6 billion in debt. That's probably where they're going to try and get the money from. Yeah. Just last few points. We know there's a Peace Pottage site. It's 26 acres, West Green 7, plenty of space for the new hospital the ever-growing population needs. And I'll actually swear here, we don't believe in the bullshit the Trust are telling us of 10 to 15 years to have this hospital. We're saying within 5 years it's entirely possible. When the Trust talk about 5 years planning, they did at the first public meeting they had. By the time of the third public meeting, it went down to 2 years. How surprising. But the actual figure that the councillors have told me is it'll take 1 year. I'm not back us with the public one. Have you got a new hospital? But that is the key question, actually, this government, and particularly this Labour MP. Because this Labour MP, right, oh, it's not on because it will kill people. That's what I felt, and you probably thought that. And you made up your mind straight away, didn't you? Yes, straight away. It's obvious. She didn't, and she stood on the fence. A couple of weeks ago, she came off that fence. She supports the trust. Now, at this public meeting tonight, we must clearly go there and tell her she must listen to the people of the area, right? She should also listen, so should the Labour government, to their own manifesto, because their own manifesto said that they would do away with the trust system. These bureaucrats that are blocking us, this Labour government said it will do away with the bureaucrats. They haven't done it yet, but they should. Finally, to wrap up, the slogan's been said so many times. No A&E, no Labour MP.